Yeah, I mean, I try to talk them out of committing. I really do. And I'm successful from time to time because they didn't really mean it, And so I just want to make sure we're all on the same page. But that's why we don't have a lot of drama. I'm not interested in just getting guys committed. I'm interested in guys that know what they want to do. And if they need more time, take that time. Let's don't be in a hurry. But I just think that the recruiting process is so different. These guys know everything. They know that, okay, we're going to take 2 wideouts. That's what we're taking. And, I'm not going to turn down this kid to wait on this kid when, they're great players. That happens all the time. We evaluate, we make our decisions, and we don't throw a ton of offers out there because we know guys want to come to Clemson. So we're very disciplined in that regard. I'm always trying to pump the brakes on the coaches. And I'm like, listen, I don't care if they get mad that we didn't offer them as a sophomore. Don't bother me. We'll get that senior that developed that they can't take because they're full with 10th graders that quit growing or didn't get it done academically. So that's just my own personal philosophy that we have in place here.
Yeah, but especially with how big Twitter and social media have gotten, how much do you think these recruits kind of recruit each other in addition to the work y'all are doing?
It's huge, and that falls in line with that. That's what happens. They all know. They all know exactly what your needs are. It's not like the old days where nobody knew anything, and everybody knows who you're recruiting. Everybody knows, all right, they're taking 1 running back or taking 1 quarterback or 2 wideouts or 3 D linemen. That's just the way it is because you have to meet your needs. You're not going to just sit there and go sign 10 defensive linemen. Now you got no wideouts. It just doesn't work that way. So you have to stay disciplined in that regard. And I think when you get undisciplined, you have issues. But they get to know each other at these camps. They're all talking to each other all the time. They develop friendships and things. So there's no long distance anymore. So that's a big part of it. There's no question. You have leaders. That's what I've always said. These guys that wait till signing day, all they're doing is following. Class is over. If you really want to be a leader in your class, then lead. And that's what Deshaun Watson did. He committed. I literally tried to talk him out of it because I knew what he was going to be, and I was like, oh my goodness. But I didn't know him as well then, and he was a 10th grader. But he said, I'm going to be your quarterback. He knew what he wanted to do, and so as a 10th grader, and then he started recruiting other guys that he wanted to come, and then they wanted to come play with him. That's just how it all works. And again, they all are very aware of what the situation is. So it's interesting in that way. And so guys that are that way, they lead, and they impact their class. Guys that come on signing day, they're just, it's great when you get a good guy like that, but they're just kind of adding on the class. Class is over.
Someone was asking Coach Streeter about a 2-quarterback system. Do you lean for that or against that, or is it just going to wait until y'all plays out?
Play the best players. If I got a junior version of Deshaun Watson and a sophomore version of Deshaun Watson, I'll play them both. Coach Bryant used to do that all the time. He'd take Joe Namath out and throw Kenny Stabler in there. I don't have a problem with that. I've never had a problem with that. Ideally, you'd like to have that clear-cut guy, but, sometimes you just got very talented players. Like at defensive end. You take Vic Beasley out and put in Shaq Lawson. Well, nobody was complaining. I don't really know why it's any different. It's really not. It's just running plays, and if it's truly equal, and it certainly can be that way. You don't see it a ton at that position, but that's why Coach Bryant never had a Heisman at Alabama, because he just rolled them. All right, Joe Namath he'd go play about 3 series, and he sat on the bench because Kenny's going to go out there and play, or whoever was thrown in there. And, that's there's nothing wrong with having a bunch of great players. And if we got 2 guys that can win at a high level, I have no problem at all with it, that are leaders and have all the intangibles that you need. It's not a problem to me. I just want to win. I've never bought into that. It just usually there's always some separation at some point. Sometimes in college football, which is what happened with us with Deshaun, you can only go so far in practice. So you got next. I mean, we don't get preseason games. We don't get it. So you got to go play a couple games and kind of watch it play out on the field, and then it can happen. But we'll just have to see. But I don't have a problem with it.
Dabo, most coaches, every other coach in the country but you, is looking back at the season and thinking, what if this play here or there. But do you find yourself looking back at all these last few weeks thinking, like, what about that play that could have gone another way or anything like that? Have you looked back at some of the plays?
No. It's God put our eyes in front of our head for a reason. That's just how I look at it. It's all about what's in front of us and what's next. Yeah, we learn, we get better. Just like last year, I mean, we missed on a few plays, but I didn't go through the whole year miserable. Hey, it's just the way it is. That's football. You tip your hat to the opponent. You try to go get better, and man, charge back up the mountain, see if you can get in that situation again. And we ran out of time last year, I thought. We had 1 second left this year, and made just a couple more plays than they did. But no, I don't sit around and worry about all that stuff. I just think you find a way to win and you move on. And if you get beat, you learn, you move on. And I'm just proud of our team, really proud of our guys for how they competed, all year long. It was, as I said many times, what an easy team it was to coach last year. I mean, just the bar's been set so high from a leadership standpoint. They were just easy to coach and fun. God, we had some fun all throughout the process.
If you beat Pittsburgh, do you win the national championship?
If we beat Pittsburgh, yeah, because we'd be 15-0 instead of 14-1. Yeah. Yeah, hold on to the ball and stop the shovel pass. And buddy, every team we saw after that ran that shovel pass, and wish y'all could have been on the headsets. Coach would be like, "Yeah, run it again." It was awesome. We didn't see it many more times. We had some turnovers. We didn't really learn anything that we didn't know, other than we had to fix some things defensively that we didn't do a good job of because we couldn't stop them. And then offensively, you had 630 yards of offense, but it doesn't matter how many yards of offense you have. We needed one more point, and we had opportunities where we didn't finish in the red zone. We had turnovers, and so you just move on. It's really that simple. But those guys were hungry, all year long. I think that game, certainly just I think was a eye opener for them that, hey, you got to get those little things done, But as far as changing how we practice or guys being focused, that was all good all year long. All year long, it was good.
You guys win the national championship, and now two of your former players have a chance to win the Super Bowl this Sunday. As former coach of Vic Beasley, Grady Jarrett, how exciting for you to sit down, settle in, and watch those guys play on the biggest stage in football? Yeah,
awesome. I mean, just they're champions already to me. Just absolutely awesome. Two Georgia boys. One from Rockdale, another one down there, Dayersville. Second-year players, starters, and see what Vic's done in his second year and leading the league in sacks. And for them to have this opportunity in this moment is awesome. They didn't get a chance to be a part of the national championship here on the field, but they certainly were a huge part of setting us up to have a chance to continue to climb the mountain with their efforts and work ethic and so forth. But I'm really happy for them. And, hey, man, I'm pulling for them. I mean, I just think it's, I've talked to both of them. They're excited, but I just, hey, the Villanova won, the Cavs won, the Cubs won, Clemson won. The Falcons, I don't think have ever won, have they? So why not? So I'm pulling for the Falcons. I'd love to see it and love to see those guys be world champions.
Anything else?
What are the biggest advantages, both in recruiting and just on a day-to-day basis, of being in this new facility?
This place is going to be amazing. We got to wear it for a little while and kind of figure it all out. But it's just a game changer when you come in. I mean, everything for us is about having a great Clemson experience for these guys and making sure that they develop holistically as they go through this program, not just as football players, but man, this is a facility that's going to accentuate those opportunities. I mean, starting with the front door when you come in with the Paul journey, and what's going to happen with our career and professional development that we're going to do right there at the Paul journey. I mean, it's just amazing what Jeff Davis is coordinating. He and Allison down there. I'm just so proud of how we have formulated that, and what it's going to be able to do for our current players and our former players. It's just amazing. So that's what it's all about. It's about developing champions, and then the building it just sets the standard. We talk about best as the standard. I don't think there's anything better. We want them to have fun. We want them to enjoy it. They're going to compete every day in this building. There's going to be competition going on every single day, and great things come from competition. These players, we don't have a dorm. There's no dorm. It's not like they all live together, or anything like that. And you get into this situation, where guys are with their position group. Man, these guys are going to interact with each other, and it's just really going to be, I think, a great team building type of a building for us. Just again, a chance to develop these guys and make sure they have an unbelievable experience here, and then the efficiency of this building, night and day. We're not tramming our guys twice a day. We're here every day and with our players. The 20-hour work week, once you get into the fall, is really gonna change for us as far as our efficiency with that time. And making the days a little shorter. Not having to because now you got to give them time to get down, get on the tram over here, all that type of stuff. We literally come right out of our meetings, hopefully just pop right down the slide, right out on the practice field, and we're going to be ready to go. So I just think the overall efficiency and just the team building that's going to go on is going to be special. So it's going to be fun to kind of, like I said, wear it for a little while. And the other thing that's been neat is just seeing the guys. I mean, just walking around. And I saw when I was pulling up just a minute ago, I saw Sean Pollard and Cannon Smith with their fishing poles coming from the moat. I ain't eating no fish in that moat, I'll tell you that. But I saw them coming. They were just walking from the moat with their two fishing poles. And in my mind, I'm like, how awesome is this? It really is. So it's going to be a great place for these guys, for them to come and bring their friends and whatever, and just enjoy being a Tiger.
Any plans to move the media golf tournament to the golf simulator in the air?
About that, I tried that for the first time the other day. I walked through the whole building and I got a chance to actually try everything. It took me a little while to get my first strike. I think the floor was a little tilted, but I finally got a strike. But man, I was so amazed at how realistic it was. I shanked it and I hooked it. That's kind of how my game is. But it's really neat to be able to go down there. And that's another thing. You talk about career development, professional development. A lot of these guys have never held a golf club. For them to be able to learn how to play golf, for them to be able to, putt and so forth, I think it's just awesome. For their overall confidence and development. It's not like they got to worry about actually hitting somebody. They can go and they can play in this thing. It's amazing. I got a haircut in the barber shop. Hope it looks nice the other day, and that was a neat experience. The dining hall is amazing. We had our junior day and Saturday, and that was really the first time to really. We did boxes everywhere, but it was the first time to just kind of be here and. The reaction from that and just the flow of it and the experience of it was amazing. We're very, very blessed to have this facility, and we're going to take great care of it. I don't have any doubt it's going to be a huge impact. But as I said earlier, I don't care what kind of building you build. You can go stay at the Ritz, but if they treat you like crap, you ain't happy. And, it ultimately comes down to the people in the building, and we've just got awesome people here. We've got awesome people, and starting with our players, guys like Christian, that really love Clemson, love their teammates, and then we got an unbelievable staff and support staff to go with it. So that's what makes it. This isn't just a building. This is a home. And the neat thing for me is, long-term wise, is to be a part of it and to know that this is where the Tigers are going to, they're going to always play in Death Valley, but they're going to always prepare to play right here. This ain't going to be something in 5 years we're building a new facility. This is where the Tigers are going to be forever. That's just a fact. Now, we may come back in 30 years and there'll be a new head coach here, and they've built a third level or added on, or who knows, but this is where they're going to be. And it's pretty cool to know that my grandkids will be able to come back here and see something that we were a part of building. It's special. It's special.
Thank you, Coach.
And I would also say congratulations to all you local media. I saw Larry after the game for just a second, but all you local media, you guys that cover us every day. We got some timers, but you guys that have been here from day one and you cover this program every day. I know y'all aren't fans, but it's got to be pretty cool to be able to cover a national championship run. That's got to be pretty neat. So I'm happy for y'all too to get a chance to experience. A lot of people work their whole life in the media and maybe not get a chance to be a part of that. So I appreciate what y'all do, and I respect that opportunity for y'all too. And it's just neat. It's a neat experience for everyone, and what a fun ride. So, hey, everybody enjoy a little break. I know y'all got basketball tonight. We're going to take a little break, and we're going to come back, and guess what? Man, we're going to roll our sleeves up, and we're going to get ready to go right back up that mountain and go have a great 2017 season. All right, thank you.